Hi guys, are you guys here? Type of one if you can listen clearly. Welcome to our face reading live session today. So I'm Honu. I'm your host today. Just type me a one if you're already on the screen. Let me see your guys' comment. Just give me a moment. So today we have Janice, our consultant in the house. So while waiting the crowd to coming in, we will just have some few of questions first. You can drop me a comment, tell me what's your name, where you guys come from, so that I can see your comment on Facebook and YouTube as well. So for guys who just stepping in, welcome to our Team Joey Up live session on this beautiful Sunday. Thanks for joining us. And let me know your comment. Just drop out your comment on YouTube and also the Facebook. Today we will actually talk about the face reading, how you're actually going to use the art of seeing people, right? So which is you actually can like see through people. So while we're doing the what is it called? There's some technical issue. Just give me a moment, yeah, guys. The Facebook on live right now, right? The Facebook is on live right now. Yep. You can type me a one. I can see your comment down below. Feel free to actually tag your friends for the Facebook people out there. You can actually tag your friend or share it to your friends and family to have a chit chat session with us. We actually talk about, the learn the Chinese art of face reading. Okay, great. Type the chat one if you can listen to me clear now. Is it clear now, guys? Welcome to our live. We will actually start on soonly once the people coming in. Just to have a quick confirm. I need to see the chat. The chat is it ongoing? The YouTube is actually on live right now. Are you guys on me? Okay, let me check the back end first. So our YouTube is actually on live. How about the Facebook people here? Can you guys listen to me? If can, you can just tap a one. Please tap a one so that I can make sure the line is good. So, is it all good right now? We just have some technical issues. Sorry for just now. Are you guys on me? I actually can saw you guys here. It's all good right now. Is the Facebook, can I have a one on Facebook comment? So just keep on tap a one so I can see your comment down here. I need to make sure that YouTube and Facebook are on the same path right now. The YouTube is on live, right? So you guys can just keep comment first while waiting for the people to come in. Hi, Pexi. Hello, Clowning. I saw you. Hi, Fyro. Just give me a moment, okay? We got some back-end technical issues. I'm trying to post on the Facebook Live as well because we do have our Facebook crowds. They're actually ongoing. We going to have the same live with the Facebook. So while we actually waiting the guests coming in, let me have a quick uh screen check first. Okay, so I can see your comment. Okay, the YouTube is live right now. We have some issue with the Facebook, no worries. If let's say you guys are on Facebook, just type me a one. Okay. So yeah, we don't want to like delay the time first. So today we have this our consultant. We actually will talk about the Chinese learn how to actually use your face reading. And I saw your comment on the YouTube. So please welcome our consultant today, Janice. Okay, she will actually share to you guys more about this. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Honil. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Yeah, how's your Sunday going so far? Type in the comment. Let me know about your day. Yeah, let me and Honil know about your day. Is some of you just woke up from your afternoon nap? Yeah, no, some people they take their nap around this time. Okay. Okay, again, apologies on the delay. Yeah, because our team over here, we are having technical issue. As we are supposed to start around 3. But thank you for your patience. Yeah, thank you for your patience for staying tuned with us. Yeah, we appreciate that. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, right. Honyu. So what are we touching on today?
Yeah, for today's
Yeah.
topic is actually kind of interesting. So while
Mm.
waiting the rest of you guys coming in, right? Today we actually will cover about what is the how actually we when we seeing people, we meet people, right? How we actually have to have the, the how to can I just like scan Janice, like how we actually
Mm.
know them, by seeing like without talking, maybe just eye contact, maybe just like
Yeah.
a smile or just a poker face, how we actually can read them. Can you share more about this, Janice?
Okay, this is a very interesting question, especially if you're new to face reading. Type a one, yeah. Type one in the chat if you're new to face reading. Okay. Good question, Honyo. So first thing when you look at the person, of course, you want to look at the overall face. Yeah, overall face as a whole. And what kind of what kind of feeling that it gives you? Because some people, when we look at them, we feel like, wow, they look very fierce. Then we feel this some kind of intimidation. Well, some people they are very open, they're very friendly. Yeah, you feel like you want to talk to them more. Yeah, this kind of face. Usually what you want to look at is the flashiness of the face. Yeah, flashiness means the face that is mid 有肉的脸. Yeah, the face is meaty. Meaty face. Yeah, you can unmute yourself for you.
Something
Then
like flashiness like this. Is it considered a
yeah, yeah.
flashiness for you,
It's
Janice?
that's what we call the face of prosperity. Yeah, because when your face is full, is flashy, usually means you'll be able to attract abundance into your life. Okay, compared to if you have a bony face or a skinny face, then usually it means you can be more careful in life, can be more pessimistic as well. You can more when you are more careful, you always be cautious about the other people. So in this way, it makes you less likely to open up and connect with others. So that's one way to look at it. The first thing is look at the face. Is it flashy? Is it chubby? Yeah, chubby is prosperity. Okay.
Okay, nice. Oh, thanks, Janice. But how about I actually got a lot of questions, like same with the audience, like today.
Yeah.
I'm quite interesting about. Let's say we don't talk about the flashy part. How about those people actually maybe sometimes, when they don't like laugh or smile, they just have like very serious face, Maybe they are like very good, like a model features, they
Mm.
got a very sharp features, very 3D. So how we actually to actually can get to know them like in just 5 seconds, like how to read them back for a opposite side of face or features.
So there are a few ways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, other than the flashiness, because most model you see, right, they have a angular face. Yeah, and then high cheekbones,
V.
V shape. Yeah, those are modeling faces. And also you can look at the lips. Yeah, whether it's thin or it's thick. Thin lips or thick lips. The size of the mouth. Is it big or is it small? So when you look at a person's mouth, you can actually tell if they are actually introvert or they are more of the reserved person. Yeah, so if they have a big mouth, usually they are more outward, more extrovert. Yeah, a big mouth. When they speak, people listen to them because the mouth represent influence, the power to influence others, the power for people to listen to what you say. And if they have like overly small mouth, yeah, usually it means that person is very, very careful, very cautious as a person. Small mouth. Small mouth also mean less ambitious compared to big mouth. If you have a big mouth, you are very ambitious. You have a lot of things that you want to achieve. Because your mouth is your appetite, not just in food, not just in food, in your career as well.
It's like a desire, the ambitions, right?
Yes,
What you're
yes.
trying to say. Okay, interesting,
Desire,
good.
appetite, yeah.
Yeah. How you guys
Mm.
feel about it? If you guys have any questions on YouTube, we can just type in your questions, and later, me and Jenny's consultant Jenny's will go through your questions, or after we're sharing this, the first phases that pop up in your mind, you can just, straight away like, bing, you got that. Okay. So the second will be, we were actually talking about the face map, right, Jenny? The face map, what is the zone, the six
Mm.
zones? Can you like maybe share more to us? How actually we're gonna like differentiate the structure of the faces?
Okay. Anyone, whole new, anyone with a comment? Perhaps we
Yeah,
can
we just have a look
address that
on. Do we
first.
have any
Yeah,
like
let's see if we have any.
questions? We got Odo here, hi. We got Sue. We got Jean. We
Hi,
got
guys.
Master, hi. So we also got Fyro here. Hi, Fyro.
Hi, Fyro.
Yeah. So if you have questions about the faces, you can just let us know. Because today topic will for those who actually just join in, today we actually will talk about the Chinese, the art of learning faces. How we actually gonna read people, throughout like 5 to 6 seconds once you meet them, Sometimes we don't speak, we don't have any like maybe we don't have that of birth of that person, we don't have the chart, we don't have any chart, we just like, how we gonna use that.
Mm.
Okay, so far we have questions on that. We type out one here. You got a question, you can just put it in. So if no, we can just like continue to talk about the six zones of the face map, Jenny.
Yes. Let's.
Let's
Okay, 6 zones. Basically, what are the 6 zones? First, you want to look at your forehead.
the
Yeah, your
forehead.
forehead.
Okay.
So you wanna, this is a classic measuring way. Yeah, you measure with your fingers. So you measure your forehead. How many finger can actually fit on your forehead? Yeah,
Like
some people can
how?
fit two, some people can fit three, some people can fit four. Okay.
Like this is it. Sorry, I need to like have we need to have a demonstration over here so that our
Yeah,
friends
just push up your
on the
hair
screen
and
just
then
push
you
up my
just
hair.
measure. Yeah, you
Okay.
measure your forehead,
This is
like
my
how many
forehead, guys. Okay, focus.
fingers can
We just
fit.
stay, have a look on the forehead. Okay.
Yeah. How many fingers can your forehead? Yeah. How many fingers can your forehead fit? So type in the chat.
Yeah, you guys
Type in
can
the
just type in
chat.
the chat. Mine is like how many? Oh my God, I'm so like,
Three,
is it
three.
considered three?
Yes,
Not
yes.
two or
One lah, one.
one, two, three,
Three, three.
three
Looks like
lah.
it. Yeah.
Consider it's a tree. Yeah, it's a
It
tree.
has to be straight, yeah, whole new. It can't be like
Oh, have to be
slanted. It
straight.
has to be
Okay,
straight.
so
Your
just make it
fingers. Yeah.
like
Three.
this.
Yep.
So you guys can have a, if you're at the
Yes. Let us know in the chat
chat
how
below.
how wide is your forehead? How 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 large, yeah, is your forehead?
Okay. Three. Oh, we got start is three. Same. We are the
Three.
same tree, tree gang.
Anyone with four? Four fingers?
Four
Or
would be like
five,
four.
perhaps?
Four would be like this, gonna be real white, right? Chinese, is it?
Yeah, this is a 4 or 5
No, four. Four would
fingers,
be
a
like
bit
quite white. Oh, they got
stars.
four.
Four.
We got KL Sun. KL Sun is
Ah,
three,
three.
same. And we got Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Margaret
Hi,
have
Margaret.
four.
Oh, Margaret.
Okay,
Wow.
cool. So does it mean anything? Can you explain maybe?
So usually if your for the larger your forehead is, it will represent your analytical power, your ability to analyze information, data, and your ability to plan. Yeah. The wider your forehead is, okay, wider is this. Yeah, the taller, we call it taller. Yeah, the taller your forehead is, usually it means that person has this visionary within them. Yeah. Tall forehead people, they are visionaries. They're able to plan out long-term plans. Yeah, they can look ahead, they can plan ahead. Whereas if you have a short forehead, what it usually means is that your skill lies more on things that are more short term. Yeah, for example, project management, where it's short term, where everything needs to be executed very fast. Because when you have a short forehead, you will execute things faster. Yeah, you
Ah.
execute things faster, and you prefer things that allows you to move around, that allows you to work on it very fast. Whereas tall forehead is more on the long-term planning. Yeah, they are visionaries. Because visionaries, they plan for the long term, 5 years, 10 years ahead. So that's what it means.
So means after today's session, right, when you guys like scan around your friends and family, your bosses or your colleagues, your cousins, all you can scan their forehead, means
Yeah.
the wider they are, they will have a very well planned structure. So K
Hmm.
to 4 is like, good luck can consider it's like okay, right? Let's check on the comment right here.
Yeah.
We got Margaret, she say 4, and
Hmm.
Star just comment on the YouTube. Talk about he checked my mother's forehead and she has 4. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, visionary.
Yeah, and there's a question from Star as well. Did the hairline affect the forehead also, which is the hairline? Right now we got a lot of people
Hairline
implant the
ah,
hairline, right? Is it a effect too, Janice?
is measured from below the hairline. Yeah.
Below the hairline.
Yes.
Like my case is like this, right? So
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
start from understand.
Yeah.
So what if this is a bonus question? What if today I go for hair implant? So I'm gonna put a lot on here.
Huh.
I don't want to look too, bald, so I'm gonna put. Is it will effect too? If let's say I put on the hair implant.
In a way, it
Really?
will affect
Now we got the hint. Okay,
hair
cool. Thanks.
implant.
Nice. Okay. Thanks, Janice. What else? You guys have like questions for any like zones for the faces? You guys can
Hmm.
just comment.
Which part would you like us to touch on
Yeah. To
next?
touch, you can just comment, let us
Yeah.
know. Or maybe you already have a pop-up in your mind where we talk about these faces. Yep. And also, actually, I found out that Janice, sometimes, right, actually we already know, how to like to read the faces, but some people they just don't know use the system, right? Can you
Hmm.
like tell them more about like how is it? I also like wanted to know how actually we use the system to read the faces.
Well, first thing would be observation. You have to observe the other person that you are speaking to across you. Just take a look. Take a look at their features. Can start by the forehead. Yeah, start from the forehead. Is it a tall forehead or is it a short forehead? Okay, want to look at that. And then you can look at the mouth. Is it what is the size of the mouth? Is it big, medium, or is it small? Yeah, and then you can look at the lips. Is it thin or is it thick? The lips. Uh, start by one features by features. And then after your observation, you add everything together. That's when you get the full picture,
So it's
feature
like
by features.
read like step by step
Yes,
so that we
yes.
can know that these people how we actually like feel about this person when we first met, or maybe you can like far away where we check on her face. So like how
Mm.
we actually can like trust the person instantly, right? Trust the
Yeah.
person instantly through the like the face, the eye contact and so on. Some people actually they look actually confident, like very confident, and something is hiding right behind. So we actually also can like know from that as well, is it?
Well, confidence is something that you practice, yeah, you accumulate. The
Ah,
face doesn't really show that if you're confident or not. Yeah, the face,
understand. So,
it can only
mm,
show you like the person's traits, characteristic, yeah, whether they are hot-tempered or they're very patient, or is it they're very helpful, or they are more on the selfish side. That's what you can tell. Uh, if you want to know more, then this will be covered, yeah, further on, because today's live is we want to get everyone engaged because we have quite a lot of new joiners, yeah, quite a lot of beginners to face reading. So to avoid them from feeling overwhelmed by too much info, we'll touch on the basic of face reading. Okay, is that cool, guys?
you guys can tap a one if you
Mm.
guys, got the info from our consultant Janice. Just tap a one. I saw there's some new people coming in.
Wow, cool.
Welcome. So we got the
Yeah.
questions here, Janice. This
Yes.
is from our star. You talk about how are the dimples actually interpreted in face reading, and does the aesthetic dimples works on it or has to be born? Like, yeah,
Aesthetic dimple as in is attained through surgery, or how is it?
like some people they will actually like go for aesthetic, like they will put on the
Surgery.
dimples,
Ah,
like
okay, okay.
charming, some, when I smile, I don't have that because I have a fat face. So when they
Fleshy,
smile, they will
fleshy,
have a
not
very
fat.
nice, dimple. Yes.
Okay, this is quite because I know there is a surgery to like insert dimple on your face,
Uh-huh.
but the most common one would be the double eyelid lah. Double
Oh,
eyelid would be the most common in Korea, in China. They want to have this double eyelid.
okay. So
And when we
okay.
talk about those kind of surgery, aesthetically, when you feel good about yourself, right? Of course, it will also change the way you behave. It will also affect your confidence level. So this is when face reading and surgery they come together. Because when you have that newfound confidence, over time, yeah, your interaction with others, your behavior will also change as well. Huh.
Understand means the double eyelid will actually affect or maybe can like help
Yes.
on the face reading as well. So after this session, I will actually go get my doctor, the aesthetic. Maybe I can start to no, just joking, okay, just joking, guys. Because I always have this question, I actually had a very swollen eyes, the small eyes. I wanted to do the eyelid, but I think today I got some answer. No, I'm just kidding. So for those that who have questions more about this, the face reading throughout the eyes, your nose, can just type on
Mm.
the questions here on the YouTube. So our consultant Janice, they will help you to go through, okay? So yeah,
Yeah.
Janice.
And another thing, yeah, Honil, when it
Yeah.
comes to surgery, in the context of face reading, sometimes that person could have gotten surgery. Yeah, but over time, because in face reading, your internal personality, who you are on the inside, it will it will show on your face. Yeah, it will show on your face. So what you feel inside will be reflected on your face.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't change your personality from the inside, even with surgery, over time, the features would revert back to the original features. Yeah,
Ah,
it will revert back. So even for some people, they don't get surgery, but over time, right, their face would change. Yeah, their face will change. Yeah.
I see. Interesting. Thanks,
Mm.
Janice. Okay, so we got the questions. Any other question coming in, you guys can just, type in some question in our YouTube live right now. So for the next one, what you guys wanted to know to cover
Yeah.
like the zones, can let us know. Just now we actually talk about the forehead and we also talk about the eyes. Any zone
And the
that you guys
mouth.
are interested about can just type in comment, let us know. What else we can cover, Janice, today that you actually can share more a little bit to our audience today?
Well, perhaps Sonia, do you have any real life case that you can want to share?
Real
That
life case.
yeah, real life case. Yeah, when it comes to face reading
I
and
got actually one. It's actually
yeah.
more on it's on my side. Like, okay, I asked you. I just help you guys to like find out. I actually heard some of the the friends that actually talk about when we wanted to talk about our wealth. Is it we have to refer to our nose? Maybe I can become a real case study. You can just comment or
Yeah.
judge on my nose. Maybe I just come in a little bit on the camera. That's my nose. I got a big nose, but with
Nose.
these kind of features. Should I take out my
Mm.
glasses, Janice?
Yeah, you can take out for 1 second. You
Okay,
can have a
the
clearer
quick
view.
one. Mhm.
Okay, all right, got it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's you have a huge vault in well because your nose, right, is your wealth vault. Yeah, it's your
Okay.
wealth storage.
Well,
So
storage.
when you have a large nose, it means your wealth storage is also big.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like means I got wealth lah. I have to
Yes.
work hard for it. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
cool? And how about beside wealth, when we talk about the nose features on our face, besides
Mm.
wealth, what else can actually we can like get it interpret from this nose, like besides wealth?
So nose there's a nose tip over here. This is nose tip. This is
Nose tip.
nose tip. Yeah. This
Okay.
is the nose ring. Yeah. These two part nose ring, and we have the nostril
Nostril here.
nostrils. So
Okay.
these three part you want to look at. So when you want to look at the nose tip, right, is actually your ability to bring in wealth, your ability to generate wealth. Yeah, so you want to look at your nose tip. Is it long or is it short? Yeah, is it long or is it short? Is it wide or is it narrow?
Ah,
Ha.
so it's like different shape or the structure of the nose of this area here will
Yes.
have different meaning.
Yes.
Cool, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We got the questions coming in from
Yeah.
YouTube. We got Star as well. How to actually see from the face reading if the person have the leadership skill? Because she have to analyze on her boss's face.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Cool. Yeah. Get it help on that, Janice?
Okay. How to know if someone has a leadership skill? Is that correct?
Yeah. Like how gonna like see from
How?
a face
Okay.
reading? Is it have
Of
the
course,
leadership skill?
same thing. You look at the forehead. Yeah, is it a long forehead?
Long forehead.
Is
Is
he
that
a
really long forehead?
visionary? Is he or she a visionary? Because usually, as a leader, as a boss, you have to be a visionary. Yeah, you have to plan out for the long term, for the 10 to 15 years ahead, not just for this year, not just for next year. Yeah, and look at the forehead. Ah.
Forehead. Nose.
Then you want to look at of course, the cheekbone over here. Because the cheekbone represent authority, yeah, power and authority. So if the cheekbone is high cheekbone means you have high authority. And you want to look at the cheekbone. If it's when it's high, is it also fleshy? Yeah, is it also fleshy or is it bony? Huh.
Ah, so this is
So
how we
fleshy would
actually
be good. Yeah, because
see.
fleshy means you are a leader with compassion. Yeah, because fleshy represent prosperity. But if it's
Ah,
more bony, means you are the more type of strict leader, or you want things more on for you want things to be your way. Yeah, your way or the highway kind. You want to look at the cheekbones.
okay. So you got your answer, Star. Okay. So next we got few questions coming in. Let's have a look on it. So will it be difficult to have the face read, especially someone with maybe have some disabilities
Mm,
or like any disabilities that actually hinder the ability to show the emotions or facial cues? Is it a
okay.
bit difficult to read?
Yeah. Means there is this disability that is affecting them from showing expression.
Mm,
Well, there are cases like that, where there's this paralysis case
yep. We keep it
that
for
stop.
our next to
Yeah,
talk
that will
about
be for
this.
the upcoming
Yeah,
session.
it will be more deep because today we were like because we have some
Yeah.
like new people coming
Newcomers,
in,
a lot
so
of
this is like maybe
beginners.
too deep. We will talk about that in our next session as well. So let's move to Adrian. Yeah, hi Adrian. We got Adrian in the house.
Hi, Adrian.
Hi, lips. I heard people with thin lips are more likely sentimental. Is that true, Janice?
Sorry?
Okay, that's from Adrian.
Mm,
Lips. He heard
lips.
about people with the thick lips are more
Uh-huh.
likely sentimental. Is that true?
Sentimental.
Yeah,
More
sentimental.
emotional.
Is it?
Sentimental.
Yeah,
Thick lips.
sentimental.
That is true to some extent. Yeah, true to some extent because our lips, it represent desire.
Oh, desire.
Desire, emotion. So the thicker your lips is, the more prone you are to being emotional, to be receptive to other people's emotion as well, especially if your upper lips is thicker than the lower lips. Yeah, if the upper lips is thicker than the lower lips, usually that person is more emotional, more sentimental, more on the heart over head. Yeah, heart over the mind.
Means they are kind, they're kind, they are thoughtful, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
nice, interesting. Now we got another questions from Clowning. Okay, this is funny. Okay, Clowning asked about how can I tell if my wife is good at keeping saving money? Can we
Good
know
at
about
saving
this?
money.
Yeah, from face.
Okay. You want to look at the nostril. Yeah, the
Oh, the
nostril.
nostril.
Is it hidden or you can see it very clearly on the face? Yeah,
So
because
what if
some
it's
people you can't
hidden?
see, you can't really see the nostril, it's like hidden. But some people you can really see, oh, from afar you can, okay. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, cool. You got it, counting. Okay, so yeah, she tends to be quite sharpening. So Connie, you got your answer, right? So like that after this session, you can go back and observe, look
Yeah.
clearly to your wife face, like, just like see on her.
Mm.
Yep. Okay, so how about the next? We got more questions coming in. Just type your questions to us. Don't be shy.
Don't
We
be
will try
shy.
our
Yeah,
best
it
to,
can be any question.
Yep,
Can be any question.
yep.
Yeah.
And for those who just joining, welcome to our Joey Yap. Today we have this live sessions with our consultant, Janice Go. We actually talk about this, how actually you can, see through people or read the people in instantly, the
Mm.
art of face reading. We are talking about this topic. So it's a very interesting session with Janice today. Yep. Thank you, Clown. She got a small nose. Clown just like talk about she
More
got a
nose.
small nose.
What about the nostril?
The nostril. Do
Yeah.
you have it, Clowning?
Is it big or is it small?
Is Clowning here? Maybe we just wait for it because there's some times delay a bit for the
Yeah.
during the live session. So while waiting for Clowning reply, we can actually move with another part of the zone of the face. You have any others to share, Janice? The part.
Well, I think more on like, okay, yeah, have you observed anyone you know, like Honyu? And
Myself?
even before this, did
Before
you
this.
unknowingly, yeah, practice face reading without
Yeah,
you
I
knowing?
do, but that one is without I knowing the system. Before that, I don't know
Ah,
actually the system, like especially I'm not sure my family or my husband got on this live or not, but I also will like talk about that. I actually will like study the people, hey, these people, how is it? Is he got the leadership? Is he wealthy or not? Like based on the nose, like just now Jenny's cover about the nose and also the years if I remember the years,
the ears.
right, the years can we like get what kind of information of the years, is it the
Well,
face
the
tag,
ears, plenty of information that you can get, yeah, from the ears.
example like,
Plenty of information. So, but before I reveal, I want to ask the audience,
okay,
what does the ear represent? yeah,
Ah,
to test their understanding. Okay, what do you guys think the ear represent?
years.
Yeah, we talk about forehead. The forehead represent your ability to analyze things, to your is your thinking power. Your cheekbones is your authority, yeah, status and power. The mouth is your desire, your appetite and your ambition. Yeah, whether you're ambitious or you're less ambitious. And of course, the nose is the wealth storage, or we call it the wealth vault. Now the ear, what do you guys think it represent?
A year. Doesn't mean I have to be have a very big year of fat. Year.
Well, depends. It depends. See what the others think before we reveal the answer to them. Yeah.
We
Because
got
I
an
know some
answer
of you
from.
are intermediate or even advanced learner.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. We got a answer from Adrian. How about like lifespan?
Lifespan. Yeah, yes. Yeah, the ear can represent lifespan. Oh. Lifespan, the the size of the ear. Yeah, is it long? The longer the ears, then of course your lifespan will also be longer. Okay.
Oh,
But
understand.
there are also other meanings as well. Yeah, there are also other meanings.
It's kind of interesting, actually we can, know through from the lifespan, like based on
Mm.
the years. We also got the next from Yan, Wang Yan, okay. We talk about the facial structure of foreigner and Asian are actually not same. So how the facial proportions, overall reading of the person's destiny.
Facial proportion.
Yep.
Okay.
How's the facial
Mm.
proportions after overall affect the reading of the person's destiny?
But we're gonna look at the size. Yeah, because our face is there are three sections. The first one is the forehead. This is first section, which represent your early age lah, early age, younger days. And then we have from the nose to the top of the lips, which is this part. This
Mhm.
is your middle age. Of course, your cheeks area, middle age. And the from the below the mouth and the chin is your older age. So you have the three fractions. Yeah, three segments on the face.
I see. Three segments.
Mm.
Okay, cool. There's one more question also. It's a year represent the health also, Janice?
The ear.
The year, yeah.
Yes. The ear will also represent the health. Yeah, but which because our features, right, our nose, our eyes, they are actually connected to our organs. So different parts of your face, there's an organ connected to it. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
the ears, what does it? The ears is water element. Yeah, water element. So when it comes to water element in 八字, yeah, if you learn 八字 before, the water related organs would be the kidney. Yeah, it will be the kidney. So your ears can also represent your kidneys.
So there's a lot of things that actually we can, study and see through from our features,
Yes.
especially the year part. It's kind of interesting. I learned something new today. Nice. So it's about talk about not just about the health, we got the about the kidney energy and the luck as well, right? Then we got
Mm.
the next answer, next questions from Adrian. He also talked about years also represent wisdom. Is it true?
Yes. Wisdom. Yeah, you can, when we look at wisdom, right, we want to look at the height. Yeah, the height of the ears. Is it tall or is it high set ear or is it low set ears?
Okay.
If it's a high set ear, then it means this person they are able to process or take in information fast. Yeah, they're able to process information fast. If it's high set ears, means they're a fast learner. Okay. Ah. If your high set ear means if it's like on the same level as your eyebrow. Yeah, same level as your eyebrow. So that was what we call high set ears.
High set ears.
Yeah.
Can I ask about my ear? Since I'm here also, I actually got questions about. I always have feedback from my friends and family say, "Hey, honey, you got
Uh-huh.
very small ears."
Small ears, ah.
My ear is kind of like very small,
Yeah,
so it's super
mm.
small. It doesn't like click or balance. Maybe can you try to interpret a little bit for me as well? I'm
Yeah,
using
actually
live
it looks quite
demonstration right
small.
now. Super small. So what does it mean? Like, can read through for my ears. Small
What it
ears.
means is that because our ears, right? You see that our ears is actually like a buffer between our external world and our internal mind. Our
Mm-hmm.
internal mind is our brain. So the ear is there. It's in between internal and the external. External is the people around us, yeah, the environment, the society. So when it comes to the size of your ears, if you have a big ear, yeah, it means you are able to process all the information better. When you have a small ear, it means you are not able to process that information at like a fast rate. It will take some time to
So it's like
process.
slow a bit, right? The RAM is
Ah,
quite slow, I have to
yes,
update more.
it will take some time, yeah,
Cool.
to process. And what it also means is that when you have a small ear, it means you're more connected to your inner world. You're more connected to your inner world, your inner self. So as an advantage, when someone is more connected to their inner world, right, it makes them more compassionate. Yeah, it makes them more kind because they are connected to their inner world. If let's say you are not that connected to your inner world, means you will always be more of an outward person. Yeah, outward person means they focus more on what's happening around them rather than inside of them.
Ah,
Mm.
good interpret. Thanks, Janice. So yeah, how about the personality wise from Stardust? There's a question from Stardust. How about the
Yeah,
personality?
personality wise,
Yeah,
well, a lot of indication. Yeah, you can look at the features and each features will give you clue.
the clue.
Will give you clue. Each feature, every feature will give you a clue. Yeah, to that person's personality. So the interesting thing about face reading is that you don't need that person birthday. Yeah, you don't need to ask, hey, when is your birthday? Especially when you just met them. Yeah, it'll be very odd, right, for you to ask, hey, when is your birthday? Like when you just met them for the first time.
It's
Or
like
you ask
what?
yeah, yeah, or you ask your new colleague or your boss, yeah, your new boss, or can be any strangers. So face reading is like you just need to observe. Yeah, you don't need any info about them. You don't need their data, their time of birth, none of that. Just observe that person and their features. And a lot of clues, that you can actually get from their features.
Yeah,
Mm.
because yeah, it's true. Like you say, like just now mentioned, have actually, Janice have mentioned, every of our, I mean, the face, the feature have a story, and every
Yeah.
zone is actually represent a chapter of the life. So for the face reading part, is actually quite interesting. Yeah. So for those guys or people that actually out there, you guys already have, maybe you got the 八字 experience, you already know how to like, see the 八字 chart. You know how to use a feng shui, you know how to use like Chimen Dunja, forecast. But maybe you haven't go into a face map. You can just, stay with us. Yep. And if you have questions, can you just come through, just comment below, questions about the face reading stuff.
Mm.
And you can feel free to ask Janice.
Feel
She
free to
will help
ask.
you for today's session.
Yes.
Yep. How many of you here? We got people here, right? For this session. Maybe sometimes they're just too focused. Don't be shy, just feel free to comment. We'll help you throughout this session. Yep. There's a question. Is there a free training about this? Yes, we do have free training. We have
Yes.
the four videos training.
Four
You can
parts.
Yeah,
Mm.
four parts. We got part one, part two, three, and fourth by our Dato Joey Yap. He's actually in that four parts of training video. He actually explained, Dato Joey Yap has explained to tell you how to actually read people instantly by using his experience throughout these years. If you guys want to know more, you can just let us know. We got this training part. Maybe our team Joey Yap can share out the link later. Yep, feel free to go and check it out. It's a free training videos.
4 parts. When will it be, Honyu?
It will be on our maybe Team Joey Yap can have a help. You can just share out the link into our YouTube chat. So if you wanted to know
Yeah,
about the
share
yeah,
the
you can
link.
just share the link.
Yes.
Inside have a
And you
lot
guys
of,
can
I
reserve
can
your
see,
spot. Yeah, reserve your seat
yeah, Lisa will sit there.
before it runs out.
Yeah, before it runs out. Yep.
Because recently a lot of people they quite fascinated by face reading.
Yeah, because
Yeah, a lot of
we now right we are on a fast pace, right? Like
mm,
busy, maybe they're busy with the work, with her life. They're just too focused about something else. They actually like neglect about like people, the connection, how to
mm,
with people, too much data
people to
is going
people
on sometimes.
connection.
So, it's time for us to like sit down, have a relaxed session, like joining our live session, chit chat session to learn, the face map. Okay.
Mm.
We got the people to ask, can I get the link? Yes, just okay, we will send you the link slowly, counting. No worries,
It'll
we will
be in
actually pin
the
up the
comment,
link.
right? We'll
Yeah, we will
pin
in
the
the
comment.
comment. We'll
Yeah.
put on the comment later. We also will pin what is it called, the link on our description later
Yeah.
for get it. No worry.
Mm.
Yep. And we also got questions about Wing Yan. He asked about, I heard a mole under the eye is a beauty mole.
Under
Is
the
it,
eye.
yeah, is
Okay.
it true? Or maybe
Which
can I
part of
put
the
one
eye?
there under the
Under
eye?
the eye.
Is it a beauty mole? Is it true? And she asked like can put one there myself? This is the same question that I'm asking
Same
you.
question, yeah, that Honyu asked
Yeah,
me
I
before.
actually got these questions too. Let's, how's the Janice?
Well, it depends because a mole, there's a good mole and there's a bad mole.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys aware of that? There's a good mole and there's a bad mole. So good mole is basically good mole is brown in color. It's less dark. Yeah, less dark is more dull in color. That's a good mole. Bad mole is it looks dark in color. Yeah, it's called what we call bad mole.
Oh.
And the mole on specific places, they are actually a message. Yeah, each mole carries a message that you need to know. So if you have a good mole, if it's below the eye over here, depends, is it on the right side or is it on the left side? Yeah, that will make a difference. So if you are a female that have a mole on the right side, then it represent your connection with females. If it's on the left side, your mole will be present connection with the male. Okay. And if it's below the eye, yeah, depends. Is it like below this part? Is it below this part or is it below this part? Yeah, we want to look at where is it, where is the position? And usually more below the eyes, it represent emotion. Yeah, emotional. Because your tears, this is where your tears come down from. Yeah, it's the emotional mole. So if it's a good mole, if it's light in color and you have it here, it means you are able to have a control over your emotion. Yeah, you're aware of your emotion, you have a self-awareness, you know how to deal with your emotion. But if it's a bad mole, if it's dark in color, most of the time it means you're a very emotional person. Okay, that's what it means. Mm. And
Oh,
of course, this is just one part of the face, yeah. And we also have like, there can also be more on your nose tip, can also be more on your cheek, can also be more on your chin. And each mole, they carry a different meaning and a different message. Uh, that's what will be covered in the face reading, yeah, the course. Mm.
Interesting. I actually got one. It's my personal experience. I can share it out, Janice. I
Yeah,
used to have a
sure.
mole on my inside this the lips here. It's a brown color.
Brown color.
It's
Oh,
not the black
yeah.
one. I'm actually quite curious because last time, right, I actually went to the shop and then I told the therapist, I said, hey, I wanted to remove the mole inside my lips because
Mm.
for me, I don't like it. Sometimes I have to put on a lipstick. Girls, we love the makeups. Then suddenly got a mole here. It's look doesn't pleasant for me.
On the lip, is it? On the
Yeah,
lip.
it's on the lips down
Okay.
here, like it's just on the lips down here,
Yeah.
and it just like suddenly appear. It's like suddenly appear like day by day. It's not dark, it's a brown one, like you mentioned just now. And I went to the shop, I said, hey, you know what? I wanted to just take this out. I don't want this stuff on my
Uh-huh.
lips. And the therapist told me, it's a master as well. He told me like,
Mm.
you know what? Just ignore it. It's a good sign for you.
Yeah.
So I was like, really? He actually rejected to help me to remove. He just asked me
Uh,
like, you can just go back, I don't want to remove that. It's a good thing. Maybe you can help to interpret more. What does it mean? If let's say you have the mole on your lips, like lips here.
oh, very interesting perspective, especially
Uh-huh.
when you said that that person refused to remove it for you.
Yeah, wait, I want to pay him
Yeah.
money, I want to pay him money, but he refused
Yeah,
to give the
because
money.
it's a good mole and he knows that this mole is good.
Okay.
Especially if he's a practitioner, if he knows that this mole is good, right? Usually they won't ask you to remove. Yeah, they won't
Oh.
ask you to remove. And after all, right, even if you remove the mole, because remember the mole is a just a messenger. Even
Mm-hmm.
if you remove the mole, the message is still there. Yeah, it's just a reminder for you. The mole is just a reminder. Removing it or not removing it, it has no effect whatsoever. It has
Understand.
no effect. Mhm.
Oh, so that's why the message told me just don't need to remove, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
yes, it doesn't mean that if you remove, right, you will remove whatever problem that is trying to indicate. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when you have that mole, the thing to overcome the challenges, because if it's a bad mole, of course, it will bring certain challenges depending on which part of your face that the mole is at. So if you have that awareness, yeah, that okay, this is a bad mole. Where is it at? Is it on your lips? Okay, then if it's on your lips, what it means? Yeah, what it means. And that's when you have that awareness. Oh, okay, actually this mole is trying to tell me that I am, if it's on your lips, for example, in your case, if because yours is a good mole. If we take another example, if it's a bad mole, yeah, bad mole on your lips, what it means is that we have upper and lower lips. The lower lip represent more on the masculine side. Yeah, the top one is feminine. The bottom lips is masculine. So when masculine characteristic will be logical, yeah, logical, more on the logical side. The upper lips is more on the emotional side. So we have a bad lips over the at the bottom lips. What it means is that logically, right, you will have problem processing uh, whatever things that is happening. You have a problem processing the problems in a logical way. Yeah, if it's a bad mole over there. If it's a good mole over there, then you're very good at processing things in a logical way. So that's what it means. Ah,
Oh, I see. Interesting.
mm.
So that means malls actually have a different, type of explanation and the story behind.
Yes, there's a story behind every mole. So
Yeah,
our face is like it's like a map, it's like a canvas. Yeah.
right.
So when you learn face reading, you're able to look at the person as a painting. Yeah, as a painting. So what is this feature trying to tell you? So the
Mm,
nose can represent the mountain on the painting that you see. Yeah, the mouth can represent the lake, the water. So when you add everything together, that you get this painting of that is that is shown on the face.
nice.
Mm.
Interesting. So now I learned something new today about the malls. So means this one also can actually learn from our face reading. So for the people that stay on the line until now today, thank you so much. And you guys have any more questions for Janice? Just type in I saw you guys online. You can just type in your
Yeah.
questions. No, we can just maybe you can share more about the face map, Janice. Which part we haven't covered yet? Maybe you can let us know in a comment.
Well, I think we cover most of the features. Yeah, we cover most of the features.
Yep. Let's
Hmm.
have a look on our
It's more of
comment
I want
section.
I'm actually more curious to know of their perspective. Yeah,
Ah,
any real life cases that they observe. Yeah. Any case study, any real life case study, feel free to share with us.
you have it? Like maybe it's your own features you wanted Janice to
Or
help
it
you.
can be your own features
Yeah.
and you want to know what it means.
Like what do you think about your
Yeah.
stronger facial features? You can just type out like maybe your eyes, your mouth or nose or maybe you can just tell. Janice will actually help you to review what it says about you. Okay. We have it. Are you guys here? Type a one. You guys are just shy today, because it's Sunday. It's just shy
Or
about.
you can actually look at the faces of like the recent cases.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have
recent
it.
cases
Okay.
of the people. Actually, I have this fascination of like studying faces
Okay.
of, criminals.
Ah,
Yeah, criminals. So I usually like to see what are the giveaway features that when we look at them. So actually, you can compile you can compile your own file of pictures. Yeah, make a note, jot down a notes because that's how it helps you to learn faster as well. Yeah, when you have your pictures and your notes, and you compare the features, you compare the same features across different people. Yeah, because two different persons sometimes they can have the same features or like roughly the same features. Huh.
maybe you can share us for this the one that you compile later, Janice. Yeah.
Well, the compound will be more, I reserve it for the more advanced level
Yeah,
already. Yeah.
nice.
Because
So
that one
for
it requires you to go through some basic learning first
yeah,
of
we have
face
to go through
reading
from that as
before
well.
you get there.
Understand? We got some questions coming, Janice. So does wrinkle represent anything? Wrinkle.
Wrinkle represent what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Is
didn't
does
catch that.
wrinkle represent anything on your
Anything.
faces? Yeah.
Well, it depends on where the wrinkle is on, like which part of your face. Is it near the lips? Is it
Okay.
near the forehead? Yeah, very different.
Wrinkles. You hope you get your answer,
Mm.
Adrian.
You
Then
need to
there's
know
one
where is
more.
it at. Is it like your upper lips, lower lips? Is it forehead? Is it corner of your eyes?
Oh, so maybe you can elaborate more, Connie, or Adrian. So we got one more questions coming in before the wrap up. You talk about my nose structure is actually similar to Jenny's. Please help
Oh,
to interpret. Thank
oh,
you.
similar to mine.
To yours,
No
yeah, to you.
structure. Okay, well, no structure, if similar to mine, then it's not too big. Yep,
Okay.
a bit more on the small side, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
More on the small side. Nostril, you can't really see my nostril because it's not very
Yeah,
obvious.
not that
So
obvious.
what
Yeah.
it means is that when it comes to spending, yeah, I'm quite thrifty. Yeah, I don't impulse spend. So that's what the nostril represent. Okay.
Oh,
And when it comes to like the tip of the nose, remember I said tip of the nose is your ability to bring in wealth. Yeah, ability to generate wealth. And your nose ring, yeah, your nose ring is your ability to store your wealth. The nose tip bring in wealth. Your nose ring stores the wealth. So you want to look at the nose ring as well. Is it wide or is it small? You want to look at that?
Oh,
Yeah.
have to check it out.
The nose
We
ring.
do have a system to read on it lah. Okay, great. So let's see how we got.
Quite
What
curious
about,
to see Margaret's nose actually.
right, I think she's have some, have some knowledge about this.
Yeah.
If, let's say, Margaret, you have more questions, you can always send us email.
Margaret,
Oh, yeah,
I want to ask Margaret if are you careful with your money or you are a impulsive spender? Which one are you?
Margaret, are you?
Let's see which one Margaret is. Is it careful spender or impulsive spender?
Hmm, are you here, Margaret?
While we wait for her to answer, let's see any other questions that we
Let's
have.
see. Yeah, we got
Hmm.
what is the forehead have wrinkle? We got the questions from
Okay.
Adrian. Yeah, if you got,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then it depends. Yeah, how many? Because forehead there is a wrinkle. If it's one line, then it's different meaning. If there's two line, if it's three line, the number of lines also carries different meaning. Yeah.
Mm,
So wrinkles on the forehead generally is that you are a person who would be constantly worry about things. Yeah, the wrinkle on the forehead, but depends how many lines. That will have a different meaning as well.
okay, understand.
Okay.
We got more questions coming in. Do we have Margaret here just now? Hi, Margaret, are you here? Oh, she replied that careful with money.
Yeah, see? That's what it means. Careful. So yeah,
Okay.
means she has a me and Margaret we share the similar nose structure. Means so
Ah,
when we have a similar structure on the face, we would share similar traits as well. Yeah, which as
mm,
for example, careful with money, which is we look at the nostril. So Margaret also
okay.
has the same features. So
Ah,
she's also careful, yeah, when it comes to spending, these sort of things. Mm.
yep, understand. Okay. We got this one more last question before I'll wrap up. And how about the girls that actually have large mouth and large mouth but thin lips? So do
Large
they have
mouth,
12 on that?
wow. Large mouth, thin lips on both top and bottom lip.
Yep. She mentioned about like the maybe
Overall,
the large mouth,
yeah, thin
but
lips.
she got a maybe thin lip. He or she have a very thin lips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want me to review it now or the next session? No lah,
How about we
review lah
review
this
for our
session.
next
Yeah,
session?
this session. Otherwise, they'll get very curious, like, why didn't tell us? Okay,
Because
basically, if you
like,
have a large mouth, it means, okay, large mouth means the power to influence people through your words, through your
mm,
speech, large mouth. And if you have a thin lips, what it means is that you are not much of an emotional person. Yeah, you're more of a logical person, more on the rational side. So what it tells me is that you have a strong drive, yeah, to achieve your ambition because the size of your lips, the lips represent your appetite, your drive, your motivation. Yeah, you're someone with a very strong motivation, strong drive. And the thin lips is that you are not easily clouded by your emotions. Yeah, you're not easily clouded by your emotion. You're more on the rational side. And that is pros and cons to it. The pros is that you are very focused on your goals. Yeah, you know what you want and you go after it. But the cons is that sometimes unknowingly you might offend others. Yeah, or other people's you might not put other people into thought. Yeah, so that's when they get hurt or they get offended. Uh,
Okay, nice.
yeah.
Do we have more coming in? Thanks, Janice. If you guys have question, don't be shy. Just type it on. We have actually will help you to um, you know, answer our best. Thanks for joining us as well for today.
Yes, and we actually have about 5 more minutes,
Yep,
yeah,
to wrap
before
up.
we go offline. And yes, has the link been shared, Honu?
Yeah,
The
I will
four parts
actually try to
training?
share. So for guys who stay online with us, thank you so much. I would like to share my screen. So maybe you guys can, just now we did have the comments that they wanted to get the free trainings link, right? By our Dato.
Yeah,
There's a part, there's a four,
four
four,
parts
yeah, four parts
training.
of video inside. So if let's say you guys are interested, you can actually go to, yeah, this one, the screen over my side here. You guys can see the screen. If you can, you maybe just type up two, number two. Give me a number two. You can see the screen over here.
Honu, the screen is just actually quite small.
Quite small,
Yeah.
right? No worries. I'll just make it here. First part. Just give me a moment. How about this one? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
The same
Yeah,
as well.
now can see.
Okay, wait, let's
All
go.
right.
Yeah, this one. Is it good now? Is it okay now, Janice?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you guys can actually go into this www.joya.com/winning to have a look on the four parts video. You just scroll on until the bottom. We actually have the four videos free training
Yeah.
by the Dato Joey Yap. You can have a look on their house. We actually use the face reading to read people, to help you to improve the relationship or improve the way we connect to the people. And feel free to scan on this QR code, okay? For people who have actually miss out our live, no worries. Our live for this session will be on YouTube, so feel free to share it to your friends and family, your colleagues, around you that actually you think that this session can help out them, because a lot of people they have actually how to say they don't have an opportunity to touch on this face reading session. So very thank you for Jenny's today's session to share this session to us, appreciate it. So if you guys have any questions, you can just come to us, drop us an email, or you can just scan on this QR code in front. It will bring you to our
Oh,
training
hold
part.
on, Honu.
Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yeah,
I'm not sure you guys can see on the screen right now because I can't see the screen over right
this
here.
one is the okay
Yeah,
sales. All right. Okay.
okay.
Hold on.
Can see my screen now?
Yeah, can see.
Can see, right? Because I cannot view on my screen on here. I just only can see my face. Let me see
Honu, are you able to share the link in the chat so they
the
can
link in the
just
chat.
copy?
Yeah, the link in the chat, I try to share, but I think there's some error. So the chat can't be sharing the link. But
Oh,
maybe you
can
guys can just, yeah,
okay,
type,
can just scan the code lah.
yeah, you can just scan the code, it will bring you to there. Or maybe you can just type on www.joya.com/WWP. Yep. So we will bring you to there. Or maybe you can drop us, you can inbox us always. We're always there. Our customer experience, will be there to reply you and assist on you. Yep. Any other more questions before the wrap up? I need to check on the chats first. So are you guys good?
Yep, don't miss out the 4 days training.
Yeah, the 4 days
Yeah,
training part.
because what me and Honu touched on today is just the very small part of
Just a
face
little
reading.
part,
Just a
like
little
the
bit
very
tip of
general
the iceberg.
basic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to learn more, you're interested to not just read your colleague, your friends but strangers or your potential business partner, yeah, to see whether they are trustworthy or is working with them, then you gotta join the 4 days training. Yeah, you gotta join the 4 days training, learn more about face reading, learn more about what each features they represent. Okay?
Yep. Thank you, Janice. We also have a from Adrian message. He said that it's a very interesting subject for us to explore because nowadays we are in the fast-pacing environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said just now, having this knowledge actually give us an additional perspective when looking at the people, you know. No need
Exactly.
to yes. Thank you so much for it. Thanks, Adrian. Also, thank you guys. We thank you for Lillian. We got Victoria in the house. Hi, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. You have anything, always come to us. You can just inbox us or our customer service will come to you. Yep. You just drop our email on that. We'll assist you from there if you want to know more about the face reading. And don't forget, stay tuned with us. Follow us on social media, on the YouTube, on Instagram or Facebook, Just type in the Joey Yap and you will see us. Don't forget to subscribe us, okay, if you're on the YouTube right now. Just subscribe us, okay? Thank you, Victoria, for your support. I saw your comments
Thank
so
you.
much. Yep, so yeah, very good Sunday.
Very good Sunday where we
Yeah,
get to connect with, yeah, each other,
we were talking
even
about
though it's not face to face.
yeah, but I
But
feel like you're just in
yeah,
front of me right now.
yes. And the comments, yeah, the comments is
Yeah,
like, it makes us feel like we are connected to you guys on like a face to face level. Yeah, although we are not seeing each other. But yeah, very interesting. Yeah, thanks for being engaging. Thanks for being uh, eager, yeah, to learn.
yep.
Mm.
Thank you so much, guys. Okay, you can leave on a comment or here, See you guys on the next session. Stay tuned. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media. You can just type on Joey Yap, JoeyYap, and we're on there with you.
All
Okay,
right. Thank you,
thank
guys.
you, guys. Have a good Sunday. Thank
Good
you,
Sunday.
Janice. Thank you, Team JY as well. Okay,
Bye, guys.
bye.